It's already like, yeah, kind of like enough. So when they're like processing in, I usually kind of just like stand here while they're coming this way, and then once they get like to this point, I'll move back out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be. Oh, okay. So I'll be. Well, actually, no.
Okay.
I'll be right here.
And then, yeah, so I guess I'll hang like kind of back in this alleyway while
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I think I might.
yeah, that would be good. 'Cause I usually don't go there, so I'll be here. Yeah, even like a shot to walk Yeah. So this one will be turned around. It's like there for the processing. I think that one.
Yeah, I did. Not good. Dude, this one, the fourth camera that you put up, 2.5 hours. Because it was so late getting up. So I went over here and it's like, maybe I'll just
What?
Yeah, no power. Yeah, everything's on AC. But it was almost enough. That would not have been. We almost had a big not good situation. But saved it. Saved it.
Actually, R and L tattooed on your hand.
I think I need that.
Honestly, I need the tattoo for R and
No. I was focused. My only concern right now is pressing record. So I'm twitchy. I'm feeling twitchy. I'm just hovering over there. You're already getting some good shots? You want to see some artsy shots? You want to see some artsy shots? Here. Here's an artsy shot for you. Oh yeah. Copy. All right. Okay.
I taped this cord down more, but I was like, I taped it to the grass. I was like, this is gonna do nothing, but it's something.
No, honestly, I was.
I was taping it to dirt. I was like, this is not sticking, but whatever.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
I guess, maybe. Maybe it's more of a liability. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. It's not super strong, really. Did you go to WrestleMania? How was that?
I did. Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, we went to WrestleMania. It was so fun. We did originally we weren't gonna go at all, but then my partner Zach, his friend, was having a baby. They had the baby already, but they were due like in May, so they were like, we can't go 8 months pregnant to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So they sold us their tickets, and then I was like,
Shelly, you want to come over here?
And I'm like, I don't want to just go to one day, because they were going Saturday, and I'm like, the main event's gonna be on Sunday, so I'm like,
Right.
I want to go both days. So.
Sure. Yeah. Of course. So did you go both days? Oh my gosh. Wow. What were your seats like?
So the first day, the tickets we bought from them, they were floor seats, but they were like kind of farther back. So like, I don't really suggest floor unless you're like closed floor.
Yeah.
And then
It's kind of hard to see.
and then, but it was fun. We like almost got in a fight with some people. It was awesome. I'm like, this is the
What?
perfect WrestleMania like
Oh my
thing.
gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Fight over what?
This like guy was just like, he just kept standing the entire time. So like the group of friends we were with, they were like, like it was very fun. It was I got to yell at somebody.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us in the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2024. We welcome fellow students, parents, teachers, staff, and all others who have contributed to the success of the 74 individuals in this class. Today, we celebrate this class's hard work and dedication and recognize the timeless legacies we have created at Hathaway Brown School. Today, we reflect on our formative years here at the Hath, where we learn not for school, but for life. It feels like not too long ago we were just kids, enjoying the liberty and bliss of childhood, and it seems like that time has come to an end. Well, I'm here to tell you that girlhood never ends, it just evolves. Today, we offer our gratitude to those who have helped us evolve into passionate and authentic leaders. On behalf of the graduating class, I want to give a personal thank you to the parents, our super moms, super dads, and super families who put up with us, love us, support us, and remind us of all that we are destined for. To our teachers, mentors, and deans, your commitment to this class does not go unnoticed. Your unwavering confidence has prepared us for our future endeavors. Today, as we celebrate, let us honor our past and prepare for our future. Class of 2024, I want to remind you and myself that the future isn't something we enter, it's something we create. To all of our Blazers, past, present, and future, to our families, to our friends, let us embrace our gratitude and excitement for this monumental moment in our lives. Thank you. Counting down. 4 years, the beginning, when school is Zoom calls and block schedules, locked into squares on our screens and tinny audios echoing through otherwise silent rooms. Privately, I hope this is not what high school is meant to be. Spoiler alert, it isn't. Still, we have fun. Sleeping in, Mondays off, open note tests, the Ben & Jerry's trips during last period study halls, the owl projectors hooting in the midst of a lecture as they too fall asleep. 3 years. Leaves are falling outside the windows as we return, fully face to face for the first time. We are not quite upperclassmen, but we are grown enough to grumble about the freshmen not knowing how to walk properly in the hallways. Eating lunch outside through the fall and the spring, sun, laughter, tanning on the turf, the visceral joy that only being with a community can bring. Firsts that were meant to be seconds. Homecoming, carnival, maskless sports, the notorious hot dog senior prank. 2 years. We launched to new heights. The cheers of Blazer Nation at States clapouts, Saturday mornings spent at SAT testing, the stress of heavy course loads, pondering over Common App essays, the list goes on. But we still bond as a class. Our first prom, sparkling dresses firing up the night. A lunchtime crying to I'll Always Remember You from Hannah Montana as we say goodbye to the class of 2023. The flags changing at Legacy Day, red rising against a crisp blue sky as we prepare to take our places as leaders. 1 year. Gathered around a bonfire in the mountains, singing country roads like old times, s'mores crumble in our hands and camera flashes briefly illuminate smiling faces. A flash mob straight out of High School Musical as we dance the night away in pink before college season, when nerves buzz in the air around the college office and build with essay after essay and application after application, but at the end of it all, we exhale. Second semester welcomes a wave of senioritis, but as we sprint to the finish line at the carnival race, we are sprinting towards the end of our years here. Senior prank brings a 6 a.m. setup punctuated by Starbucks and cans of liquid energy. The sky blooms orange at senior sunrise before our final classes. At lunch, it is now our turn to be sent off to yet another Miley Cyrus song. Coming together, we stand on our chairs and sing through the tears. And finally, today, we reach 0. The clock resets as we celebrate 4 years of loss and love, of struggle and victory. We celebrate each other. Commencement, a new beginning. Thank you.
Good morning, and on behalf of the faculty and staff and trustees, I welcome you all to Hathaway Brown's 148th commencement exercises. And what a truly gorgeous day. The sun is our gold, the earth below is our brown, here in HB's hallowed courtyard by our iconic fountain. Thank you to the plant and property staff for their hard work in preparing for this event and all who have made this day, this occasion, truly extraordinary. Thank you, Aliyah Ali, for your grace-filled invocation and Gorigani for your poem, both so inspirational and reflective of this class of 2024. It has been since 1876 that Hathaway Brown has been steadfast in our devotion to our mission of educating and empowering girls to learn, not just for school, but for life. And today we salute the members of this extraordinary class. We celebrate our 74 HB Trailblazers who we launch into the world, symbolically joining that long procession of HB alumni who have come before them, 4,000 strong, quite a worldwide powerful network. The class of 2024 sometimes came in like a wrecking ball, and sometimes they just eased on down the road. They hail from all over Northeast Ohio and have traversed various landscapes in their time with us, from the enchanted forests, Oz and Barbie Land, to digital Zoom rooms in faraway places such as Korea, India, Italy, Spain, France, Zambia on our Global Scholars Program. And no matter where they are or how they travel, this class has committed to being present and more than that, to championing each other. Beginning their freshman year during the COVID pandemic was not easy, and yet they rose boldly, putting their knowledge in action and developing leadership skills that have brought them tremendous respect and defined their stellar reputation, eclipsing all expectations. Before I talk about how these graduates have achieved at the highest levels, which they have, I want to relay to you something even more important: their stellar character. This class of 2024 has developed those critically important skills that can't be measured by grades. In the very beginning of this school year, Aaliyah began a convocation with a message of thanksgiving. And since then, this class has continued with their gratitude, most recently reversing the EDO tradition for their mentors, giving them a rose and a soundbite of what they love best about their teachers. This class shows up for one another. Who could forget the number of times that senior captains would inspire their sports teams to go to another senior captain's night to cheer? This class is strong in opinions, yet they have learned to disagree with dignity and without jeopardizing personal relationships. They are extraordinary listeners and work to see things from multiple perspectives, as witnessed in their thoughtful actions, their thesis defenses, and their capstone projects. They embrace diversity in all forms, and especially of thought, and they are passionate about community and causes higher than self, including their carnival charity, Family Promise of Greater Cleveland. The wisdom of this class has been earned in ways that have not always been easy, but has meant they never take a moment for granted. Over the course of their HB years, they have had to demonstrate courage, grace, resilience, patience, and a generosity of spirit. And I believe that is why this class, as leaders of our community, made sure that HB was a place where every person felt a sense of connection and belonging, where everyone in every grade felt the magic of the wisdom, duty, friendship, and beauty that is truly HB. I know I have been made a kinder leader, a more compassionate human being, and certainly a better field hockey coach, having been inspired by this class of 2024. One of the hardest lessons this class has had to learn has been to be able to sit soulfully with someone who is suffering, be it a friend or a parent in our community. And today we remember Scout Scaravelli, a member of this class, whose diploma will be conferred posthumously and given to her parents, JJ and Heidi, to honor her. We all know it takes a village to raise strong children, and it also takes a village to help us process our grief. Not everyone in this class knew Scout, as she passed away the summer before her freshman year. But everyone in this class certainly witnessed how her friends played for number 4 on her memorial field, how deeply so many loved her, and how much so many miss her. We also know that overwhelming feelings of grief and sadness means that we have loved deeply, and that love has been a blessing. I'd like to ask JJ and Heidi to come forward to accept Scout's diploma. Now I want to spend time talking about the graduates here today their many honors and awards that they have earned across Ohio, the United States, and even internationally. They presented and placed at prestigious programs such as the Intel Science and Engineering Fair and the Ohio Junior Science and Humanities Symposium. They are national debate champions, JA stock market competitors, and robotic engineers winning at the Buckeye Regional. They set state records in swimming, track, won the swimming state championship, not to mention the many scholastic arts and writing awards. They competed in entrepreneurial contests, including the Think Big Summit Challenge and the Thiel Foundation for Business. Their student investment group managed close to $50,000 in HB's endowment, outpacing HB's professional endowment advisors by 7%, while also diversifying into cryptocurrency. This class is receiving 163 distinct graduation designations in our fellowship program, from the Osborne Writing Center to creative arts, sustainability to science and research and engineering, business and finance, equity and action, technology and invention, and global citizenship. They have engaged in leadership and service moments on and off campus, such as HB's Diversity Council, 4-H Club, tech teachers, working on the Carnival charity, helping the elderly, Jack and Jill, beginning a native plant propagation project, and serving as volunteer coaches. Some of our graduates work for Heinen's and Mitchell's or as camp counselors at Aspire, just to name a few. Some of our graduates here today initiated new clubs, such as the Mental Health Matters, One Love, Middle Ground, Debate Camp, and Stand Up Club. They've started nonprofits, developed businesses like Try It Again Groceries and HB Coffee, STEM Power, and many more. They are yearbook and retrospective editors, Sternad Fellows, all of which demonstrate how broadly their talents span. They are dragon slayers and fighting unicorns, pie memorizers, Guardians fans, linguists, podcasters, TikTok creators, Wordle warriors, songwriters, HB Moving Company performers and choreographers, along with traditional Irish, Indian, and Chinese dancers. Data scientists, coders, artists, entrepreneurs, makers, musicians, poets, debaters, singers, equestrians, affinity group leaders, Grow members, Gold Key ambassadors, environmentalists, esports competitors, businesswomen, chef and bakers extraordinaire, vending machine connoisseurs, designers, knitters, sewers, fashionistas, and yes, trailblazers. Just the kind of diversity and hard-working individuals TSA and airport security firms are looking throughout their pipeline. 13 Hathaway Brown graduates today, which accounts for 18% of the class of 2024, were recognized by the National Merit Scholarship Program for their academic talent, as indicated by their SAT National Merit Qualifying Test. 6 are College Board National African American and Hispanic Recognition Scholars, and 1 is a Presidential Scholar candidate. We also have a Moorhead Kane Scholar at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and a Weinstein Scholar at Washington and Lee University. 39 of our graduates today played 1 or more sport during their senior year, and 4 scholar athletes in this class have committed to continuing to play in college in 2 different sports. It is worth noting that 13 members of this class are HB lifers, having started their HB careers in kindergarten or earlier. In addition, this class includes multi-generational HB families. 5 of the mothers of our graduates today are HB graduates themselves, as are 2 grandmothers and 1 great-grandmother. And while it was just 5 girls who began our beloved alma mater 148 years ago, it is 74 girls who have defined it today. Hathaway Brown faculty and staff, be proud that you have launched these well-prepared graduates to continue their journey of learning for life. You have made Hathaway Brown memorable, taught invaluable lessons in and out of the classroom, laughed, cared, loved, and challenged. Our graduates here today will carry your hard work with them. I would like to honor our retiring staff member, Karen Redman, And I'd ask her to stand and give a little wave over there. I believe she's in an Adirondack chair. After 34 years, Karen will retire as the Assistant Business Manager at HB. She is one of those amazing professionals that brings warmth, soul, and feelings of belonging to our celebrated community. She has always demonstrated how deeply she cares about each person. Thank you, Karen, for your extraordinary service to our school. And to all the parents, hey, is there a cowbell in this house? Bailey's mom, where's Bailey's mom? Thank you for your partnership and support. It has been a distinct, thank you, there it is. I knew it was there. It has been a distinct privilege and honor to educate your most talented, grateful, soulful, and spirited children. Over the course of your daughter's HB career, you've enjoyed concerts and plays and musicals, athletic contests, debates, robotic events, and all sorts of presentations. You've helped with homework, edited essays, attended curriculum nights, brainstormed projects, and supported your student at every turn. You found parking, navigated construction, and most importantly of all, you trusted us. Thank you. Your words of encouragement helped propel these fine graduates towards their ambitious goals. You listened to their strong voices and guided them, keeping them out of danger, but letting them experience discomfort sometimes, ultimately helping them with their confidence and resilience. I'm deeply grateful for your partnership, and of course, you should be very proud. And a special thanks to the grandparents and grandfriends. You are a most important part of our school family. You inspire, and your unconditional love helps our students persevere and deeply understand the gift of family. I also want to thank the Board of Trustees for their dedication to our school and careful stewardship of our resources, enabling us to inspire HB trailblazers who will make their own indelible and lasting mark in the world. And no doubt we know this class of 2024 will continue to make a difference. They will be attending 69 different colleges in 22 different states on 2 different continents come this fall. They will be represented in top institutions around the country and have earned more than $10 million in merit scholarship, a testament to their work ethic and creativity. And we will miss them here a lot, because all their energy and ambition, but also because we love their spirit. They respect each other, consistently show gratitude, and share that tight bond of an HB sisterhood. Jumping in the pool on the last day of class was never sweeter. Singing the alma mater with your friends, all your hard work, college t-shirt days so joyful, all the ways you've given back, and all your love for each other. I'm so deeply proud of each and every one of you. So as I wrap up my remarks, I have 3 wishes. 1, continue to learn for life and be curious. As you have, that approach makes the world and you far more interesting. Continue to champion each other and gratitude, and have that same sense of gratitude wherever you go. And finally, 3, take that country road back home here to HB, Barbie Land, when you need to. We are always here for you. Thank you for leaving us better than you found us. Go blaze trails and build the future. Congratulations. And now it is my privilege and honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Erica Bettis-Williams, esteemed alumna of the class of 1993. Erica's journey from our revered institution to her distinguished career in the justice system is a testament to HB's core values and to learning for life. With a steadfast commitment to justice, Erica has ascended through the ranks, serving with distinction as a prosecutor and now as Chief Assistant Solicitor General for the Houston County Judicial Circuit. But more personally, one day about 5 years ago, I mentioned to Dana Capers, who was HB's Director of Alumni, that one of our employees needed an exceptional lawyer who knew how to navigate the courts in the state of Georgia. Dana said, "We have the very best in our network, Erica." That is how I met Erica. And after her graduation from Hathaway Brown, Erica pursued her undergraduate studies at Miami University, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree, and then subsequently she pursued advanced studies at Wright State University, attending a Master of Arts in Applied Behavioral Sciences with a specialization in criminal justice. Her academic journey culminated in the University of Dayton Law School, where she not only honed her legal acumen, but forged lifelong connections, including meeting her husband. Erica's professional trajectory has been marked by her dedication to serving her community. From her early days as a juvenile prosecutor to her role in prosecuting cases of domestic violence and child abuse, she has exhibited a steadfast commitment to upholding the principles of justice. Her exemplary service was recognized by the Justice Benham Community Service Award by the State Bar of Georgia in 2017. Beyond her professional achievements, Erica's commitment to her family and community is admirable. As a devoted mother of two, she navigates demands of career with grace and poise, while also contributing to organizations such as the Macon chapter of Jack and Jill and her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha. This year, as the graduates know, we had Dr. Elizabeth Griffith speak about suffrage, service, and women's history, which is in part why Erica was asked to speak to you today. In 2020, Erica ran for district attorney, a historic campaign, in that it aimed to break barriers and amplify underrepresented voices within the legal profession and in the electorate. Although the outcome may not have been as she had hoped, her candidacy symbolizes the importance of diversity and inclusion in our judicial systems, as well as the progress women have made, rising boldly to the challenge of our times. Erica Bettis Williams epitomizes the values of distinguished academics, knowledge and action, and service that are instilled in every graduate of HB. It is with great anticipation that we welcome her to share her insights and wisdom with us today. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Erica Bettis Williams.
Good morning to Dr. Bazell, alumni, graduates, family, and friends. It is my pleasure to serve as your commencement speaker this morning. It feels good to be back in my hometown of Shaker Heights, and it's amazing to see how the school has grown, but still maintains the same charm and character that I remember from my time here. There's been a lot of pressure on graduation speeches lately, and my goal today is to really not say anything that's going to wind up on social media. And while I cannot promise that you all will enjoy my speech, I can promise you that the most controversial thing that I will say this morning is that Star Wars is better than Star Trek. It just is. Now, I probably lost a good portion of the audience with that, but now that the uncomfortable part of our speech is over, let's move on. I bring you greetings from Warner Robins, Georgia, and I am fairly certain that most of you do not know what Warner Robins is. And those of you that are familiar with Warner Robins, it's probably because you have some sort of tie to our military. Warner Robins is the home of Robins Air Force Base, and I had never heard of Warner Robins either until I moved there in the summer of 2001. The city is located in Middle Georgia, and the closest city that you may have heard of would be Macon, Georgia. Macon is the birthplace of Otis Redding, Little Richard, and the Allman Brothers. We're about 2 hours away from Atlanta, depending on how the traffic is moving. I moved to the area after graduating from the University of Dayton School of Law, and I met my husband during law school, and he told me that he was from a city just outside of Atlanta. At the time, all I knew about Atlanta was what I had seen from TV shows like Designing Women. Imagine my surprise when I arrived at Warner Robins, and it was nowhere near Atlanta. And areas of town still had dirt roads. There was only one mall, heavy quotes around the word mall, and as a diehard Clevelander, it was a true culture shock for me. I was ready to turn right back around and come home to Ohio, and then I saw a beacon of hope. That beacon, it was actually a sign that said, "Coming soon, Target." And I I knew that if Warner Robins was good enough for a target, that it was good enough for me. I started my legal career as a juvenile prosecutor for the Houston County District Attorney's Office, and working with the juvenile court allowed me not only to hone my trial skills, but it allowed me to develop diversion programs for our youth. And diversion programs give our youthful offenders the opportunity to make amends without the lasting impact of having a conviction. After working several years in the juvenile court, I moved to our superior court where I handled cases involving domestic violence, elder financial exploitation and elder abuse, and serious traffic offenses. In 2011, I was appointed the Chief Assistant District Attorney for our circuit, and I was actually the first Black woman to hold that position. My husband is also an attorney, and we do have 2 children together, a daughter Charlie and a son Clarence IV. In 2020, when the culture of the district attorney's office I was working at began to shift, I decided it was time to make a change. I made the crazy, or brave, depending on who you're asking, decision to run against my own boss for district attorney. I was the first woman ever in my county to run for that office, and I did it without resigning my position. Running for office was difficult, but it did feel nice to have support from all around the county. During the campaign, one of my very first large donations came from a person that I had never met. And when I called her to thank her, she told me that as a woman running for an office never before held by a woman, my success would be her success as well. And I never forgot that. When people ask me why I decided to risk my career by running against my boss, my response was simple. I loved my job, I loved the people I worked with, and most important, I knew I had a voice. There are times we use our voice to advocate because we come from a position of privilege. I understood that my Juris Doctorate offered me privilege and protection that other workers did not have. If I were to lose my job for speaking up for what was right, I could always hang out a shingle and work for myself. This was not the case for many of the other employees that I worked with. And although ultimately I did not win the election, I have no regrets. I ended my job at the district attorney's office on my own terms. I entered into private practice with my husband, and I even got the opportunity to fulfill a lifelong career goal by serving as a pro tem juvenile court judge. These opportunities may not have existed had I not decided to use my voice. Schools such as Hathaway Brown have been helping young women and girls find their voice for years. My first introduction to HB was through the Broad Horizons program, which was a summer camp for girls. I participated in the program the summer before my 6th grade year, and I loved it. At the end of the summer, my parents asked me how would I feel about attending Hathaway Brown in the fall, and I was super excited. I totally forgot that that would mean leaving my friends and my classmates at Mercer Elementary School. I started HB in the fall of 1986, and I have distinct memories of getting measured for my kilt, going to purchase my first school books in the gym. I was a public school student, and our books were passed out by our teachers, and they didn't really belong to us, so this was new for me. And I went to school the very first day with a bag full of textbooks so heavy that I had to drag it on the ground. I even remember my first trip to the brown bag. Back then, it was located in the basement of the school across from the cafeteria, and you could buy pretzel sticks for a nickel, and they sold ice cream drumsticks. I may be aging myself a little bit right now. I remember, though, having to learn to navigate my way at HB. There were times that I felt like I was not going to fit in anywhere at this school. The transition to life at the school was not easy for me. Middle school is tough enough without starting a new school where you don't know anyone else. Friend groups had already been made, inside jokes were already being laughed about. My new classmates, they wore clothing brands I had never heard of. I spent the entire first semester trying to figure out just who was this Laura Ashley lady and why did she love floral print so much? At lunch, they served foods I had never had before. Like, what exactly was Welsh rarebit on toast points? They didn't serve that or turkey's head at my old school. The academics were challenging and the teachers were tough, and I was surrounded by academic high achievers who made the work look very, very easy. I truly wondered if I'd ever fit in, if I'd find my place, or find my voice. Graduates, as you move on to your next institution of higher education, you may find yourself feeling the same way. Some of you may be familiar with the term imposter syndrome. It's a psychological experience of feeling fake or that you don't belong somewhere, despite having achieved genuine success. In its simplest terms, it is where a qualified individual doubt their qualified status to be somewhere to hold a position. And I'm here to tell you that it is a real thing. And that might explain why, despite having accomplished a lot in my life, I even doubted my qualifications to serve as your commencement speaker today. So when Dr. Sell called and reached out to me asking to serve as commencement speaker, my first thoughts were, me? No, seriously, me? I thought, what could I bring to the table? What could I say to a group of accomplished young women that they would actually believe? After all, I hadn't graduated from HB at the tip top of my class. I wasn't the most gifted in math or science. I wasn't the honor girl. I hadn't been a Sternad fellow. My doubts started to get the best of me. And as my nerves built up, I became worried about my speech, which led to a tremendous case of writer's block. So I do what most people do in these modern times. I hopped on ChatGPT and I typed in, write a killer commencement speech. I sat and I waited for the magic to happen. And of course, what I got back was a jumble of words that made no sense, had no connection to the actual topic of graduation, and spent way too much time on the subject of murder. So left to my own devices, I knew that if I could come up with a theme, the rest would flow. After all, I'm an attorney, I talk for a living, and I knew that when it came to me, in trying to figure out why HB would want me to serve as one of their speakers, I discovered what I wanted to talk to you all about today. Finding your voice, learning to use it, and choosing your path. America's first Secretary of State, the late Madeleine Albright, once said, "It took me a long time to develop a voice, and now that I have it, I'm not going to be silent." There is power in being able to speak your truth. Throughout my career, I have been able to use my voice to advocate on behalf of others. As a prosecuting attorney for nearly 22 years now, I have used my voice to help those that sometimes feel voiceless once they become victims of crime. When I was a supervising attorney at the DA's office, I used my voice to advocate for fair wages on behalf of my employees and coworkers. As a political candidate, I used my voice to advocate for changes to our criminal justice system. And even now in our community, I use my voice to advocate for change through voting and civic engagement. So how does one find their voice? Well, one of the things that I loved most about attending Hathaway Brown is that it helped me to find that voice. In classrooms at HB, we were taught to engage with our classmates. Debates were often spirited and encouraged. We didn't always have to agree, but we learned to disagree respectfully. We learned to become active and engaged listeners, and we were taught to speak not just from emotion, but from a place of research and developed thought. Graduates, when you use your voice, use those skills that HB has taught you. In preparation for today, I had the opportunity to spend time with some of the members of the class of 2023. What an incredible group of young women. Among them, there were student athletes, entrepreneurs, peer mentors, performers, research scientists. Parents, you should be proud of the bright, well-rounded, and community-engaged daughters you have raised. One of the things I found most impressive about this class is that they see their diversity as a strength and not a weakness. When I asked them what they wanted their class to remember for the most, they told me their hard work in community building and their insistence on inclusivity. They told me how much they loved working with the younger HB girls. The class is made up of girls of many different races, cultures, and religions, but they are still a unified group. They seem to truly understand that the things that make us unique should be celebrated and cultivated. And at a time when the country seems its most divided in modern times, the class of 2024, you all have got it right. Your HB education should make you feel comfortable speaking out and using your voice, even when you're the only person in the room that may look like you. Class of 2024, there are many ways that you can find your voice and advocate for the changes that you would like to see. At HB, we learn not just for school, but for life. This type of learning means going beyond the ivy-covered walls of this institution and onto your next. It means using the next 4 years and beyond to discover things about yourself you never realized you could. Use this time to try something new, to retry something you thought you didn't like. Use the time to fail at something and to pick yourself up and try again. Don't be afraid to try something because you are afraid to lose. After all, they are not losses, they are lessons. We must find our voice and be willing to speak up when things are not right. We cannot become complacent and forget how hard the women before us had to struggle to get where we are today. Ruth Bader Ginsburg famously said that women belong in all places where decisions are made. And there are those that may strive to take us back to a time where women did not possess the power that we have now. We cannot take for granted that it wasn't that long ago that women needed the permission and authority of our fathers and our husbands to do something as simple as open a bank account or buy a car. Those changes did not come without the sacrifices, hard work, and voices of strong women. Hathaway Brown raises strong women. And once you have discovered the power of your voice, do not forget to reach back, empower, and uplift other women and girls. I encourage you to not only get a mentor, but to be a mentor. Spend time pouring into the growth of other girls. You may find yourself in a situation where you are the first, but you certainly do not have to be the last. Finally, let's talk about choosing your own path. These last few weeks, there have been a lot of talk about what it is that makes a woman truly fulfilled. Is it earning advanced degrees? Is it success in the boardroom? Is it the ability to raise a family? Is it a combination of both? Well, the answer is easy. What makes a woman fulfilled, what makes her life truly start to matter, is when she has choices. When she is living the life she chooses to lead, when she chooses her education, when she gets to choose her own career path, when she gets to choose if and when she wants to have a family. The ability for women and girls to choose our own path is what leads to true fulfillment. Class of 2024, the decisions you have made thus far, the hard work you have put into earning your diploma, the choices that you have made have all led you to this path of success. As you go out into the world on your own, you can make even more choices about your life. Do not be afraid to make a choice. Do not be afraid to make a change. Not everything we think we want or need is truly so. I remind you to be willing to try, to be willing to fail, and to be willing to try again. And in those trials, and in those failures, and in those ultimate successes, know that it was entirely your choice to do so. As you continue on with your education, to your careers, and to your future, always remember that you have a voice, and it is up to you how you use it. Do not let imposter syndrome or self-doubt keep you from achieving your goals. You are prepared and qualified to enter any space you desire to be in. And if you get someplace new and there is no seat for you, follow the advice of the late Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm and bring your own folding chair. But remember, I caution you, do not go up the ladder of success and take that ladder with you. Remember to also lift our sisters as we climb. Their success will ultimately be your success as well. As a Hathaway Brown graduate, you stand side by side with a sisterhood of giants. Congratulations on all your accomplishments, class of 2024. Thank you. It is now time for Julia Catherine Weinberg to give senior remarks.
Families and friends, I want to paint you a picture of the class of 2024. Our class class has bonded over so many memories, good and bad. One thing is clear. We are resilient beyond our years. We are steel. Do you know how steel is made? You take iron, blast it with heat, mash it, stress it in every way, and mix it with other elements. After it cools, it becomes steel. And almost nothing is stronger than steel. The challenges our class have endured were our forge. They could have broken us, but instead, they brought us closer. Now, strong as steel, we will leave campus and make our mark on the world. Even in the earliest grades, we completed unique projects together. We approached total strangers to spread compassion on Random Acts of Kindness Day, negotiated prices at the West Side Market, and chatted for hours on bus rides to Cape Cod and DC. These trips created bonds and unforgettable memories, showing us that we are unified as sisters and can accomplish anything as a team. We had begun the slow process of forging together to become steel strong. We began our last year of middle school with hearts full of excitement and a bit of an ego as the oldest grade. Then, COVID happened. However, being stronger together, we still found ways to have fun. Instead of moping, we compiled videos of our lines to our school play, Schoolhouse Rock, which I'm told every parent in this audience will remember, and created HB's first virtual musical. An unusual graduation, our parents drove us slowly through the HB circle to wave goodbye to our teachers. We still put on those graduation dresses that violated the dress code. We still had photo shoots on the front steps at HB and just maybe broke the 6-foot distance rule. We faced those unprecedented pandemic challenges as sisters, relying on each other's optimism and enthusiasm. It was our camaraderie that got us through the year. COVID took a lot from us, but it never crushed our spirits. Steel doesn't bend easily. Then came June 2020, the moment that would alter our relationships with each other and give the word sisterhood a new meaning. The loss of our friends, Scout and Chasey. We had every reason to become bitter and treat the world unkindly, but that is not who the class of 2024 is. Instead, we forged a subconscious emotional bond. We became more compassionate and empathetic. Our class inclusivity stems from our shared experiences and the compassion we learned during that unimaginable hardship. When I talk about the process of turning iron into steel, that summer was the most intense part of the forging process for many of us. We survived this because, like sisters, we lifted each other up, resilient and tightly bonded. What makes steel so strong and so useful is carbon and how it's malleable. I bet our science teachers are nodding right now. As we welcomed many new students freshman year, they became the carbon that strengthened our steel-like bond. We helped each other up from challenges, figuratively and literally, and became more connected. During EDO junior year, we went ice skating, even though most of us couldn't skate. As we lost balance on those thin blades, we picked each other up, laughing. We held hands and cheered each other on. That's just one example of how we've been there for each other during both serious and fun times. The knowledge that we're stronger together has continued throughout our high school years. This fall, at our senior retreat, we gathered around the campfire, roasting marshmallows and singing hootenanny songs until our throats hurt. As the night wore on, however, we became somber, knowing that our final year at HB was beginning. After years of growing up together, learning to lean on each other for support, this chapter of our lives was closing. So we made a promise to keep that connection that got us through so much. And we will keep that vow. During the rest of our senior year, teamwork came easily for us. We tackled responsibilities like creating a carnival fundraiser or coming up with a senior prank that defied all expectations but broke no rules. We expanded our steel-like bond beyond our grade to the rest of the school. Our theme, Enchanted Forest, embraced every single division at HB. We visited our sisters in the prime and included the middle school in one of our pep rallies. This inclusive spirit contributed to our large turnout on Carnival Sunday, enabling us to raise $15,000 for our chosen nonprofit, Family Promise. A few weeks later, our class joined efforts to create an unforgettable prank day where we transformed the school into an airline terminal. Sorry to all you teachers we put on the no-fly list. We all have a t-shirt that says, "Together for Good," sitting in our closets. This phrase is 100% true. To my classmates, you have been such important friends and sisters to me. When I see overflowing student sections at sports games, I know what friendship is. When I see you helping one another with assignments or comforting each other after a bad grade, I know what friendship is. As I remember watching the sunrise together on our last day of classes, huddled in our blankets, taking photos and chatting, I know not only what friendship is, but sisterhood too. HB has ingrained in us camaraderie, resilience, love, and immense strength. As we go our separate ways, we will remain bonded at the core from this all-girls environment, collaborating and facing adversity and victories together. We are a team. Our souls are marked permanently by our sisterhood. Our futures will be paved well because we are now polished steel, and nothing will break us. Congrats, class of 2024. We did it together.
Now we will have the song for the class by the senior vocal arts students. Next is our awards. The Alumni Scholar Prize was established in 1910 and is the oldest honor to be bestowed continuously by Hathaway Brown School. It is awarded to the member of the senior class having the highest academic average during her upper school career. On behalf of the Alumni Association, this award goes to Liza Kaufman. The Honor Girl is the highest honor bestowed by Hathaway Brown School. It is presented annually to the graduating senior who, in the judgment of the faculty and the upper school students, most closely approximate the Hathaway Brown ideal of character. With pleasure, we present this year's Honor Girl Award to Aaliyah Ali. With the help of Peggy Roberts, chair of the board of Hathaway Brown School, it is now my privilege to grant the class of 2024 their diplomas. Will director of our upper school, Rachel Lynchen, please come to the podium.
Good morning. It It is my pleasure to read the names of the members of the class of 2024 as they receive their diplomas. Mary Castellanos. Margaret Castellanos. Colleen Emily Nakuda. Kanzi Jade Eris. Sydney Hannah Steffi. Lauren Elizabeth Turpak. Alexandra Jessie Haas. Isla Spencer Rollinson. Alexis Kennedy Everett. Catherine Claire Cowger Wesley. Summer Moon. Emily Rose Lewandowski. Viviana Rose Ellen. Neha Sengani. Eden Isabella Hudson. Meredith Grace Hayes. Bailey Victoria Hodge. Audrey Jane Handel. Anisi Carpenter. Christine Kim. Aliyah Ali. Francis Ratcliffe Berglund. Margaret Xiao Chen. Hannah Elliott Rutherford. Masa Noor Armanazi. Jane Logan Hartford. Kate Lauren Mills. Lauren Larson Zierby. Gauri Gandhi. Lily Ann Mihawk. Claire Elizabeth Mihawk. Fiona Liu. Rachel Sophia Blumen. Layla Marie Kirkpatrick. Shawani Thomasker. Iris C. Paige Morgan Ryan. Grace Elizabeth Gilson. Ella Jo Rosenberg. Kate Elizabeth Klein. Kara Vig. Sidoni Louise Laban. Anna Miyoung Ha. Alexandra Rohan Barrows. Isabella Rose Stahl. Simon Skinner. Marin Rose Mondora. Sophia Kimberly Vogel. Nikita Shuli Thakur. Genevieve Caroline Colmar. Anna Rebecca Lee. Grace Tianla Dai. Ashita Kaparaku. Campbell Ray Khan. Julia Catherine Weinberg. Abigail Grace Gametri. Alexa Mingyu Yusu. Fatima Deneri. Souffle Sophantiel Yang in absentia. Kaya Melissa Ang. Cara Luisa Bravo Castro. Jennifer Zahn. Colette Urban. Nanisha Gupta. Molly Eleanor Geisel. Clarice Rose Lee. Nisha Gupta. Liza Joyce Kaufman. Eleanor Fangway Doherty. Olivia Ruth Thornton. Julia Yemin Zhu. Mia Joritha Howe. Ava Corinne Uy Crow. Victoria Margulies. Congratulations to the class of 2024. class of 1993, member of the Alumni Council, to give the alumni charge.
Good afternoon. If you are an HB alumna joining us today, please stand at this time and remain standing as I deliver the following alumni charge to the members of the graduating class. Go Erica. I'm a proud classmate of Erica's, and she always inspired us. To the very special class of 2024, on this day, as you enter the world with wings sculpted by years of sisterhood, service, spirit, and scholarship, we charge you to spread those wings over distances you have never imagined. We charge you to fly farther, higher, and faster than you dreamed you possibly could, because the world needs you and your wings are strong. But on this flight, we charge you to remember Hathaway Brown. Remember your sisters, for this sisterhood does not end when you graduate. Remember your spirit, for it may be broken more than once, but you have a sea of others willing to help piece it back together. Remember that you are a scholar, and it is your duty to learn and to lead. And finally, remember to serve. An HB student comes to HB to learn for life. An HB alum comes back to HB to give back and to embrace the HB alumni community that we are so proud for you to be a part of. Your Hathaway Brown journey has not ended, but is now extended beyond the school walls. Congratulations and welcome, class of 2024, to the Hathaway Brown School Alumni Association. And now we will sing the HB Alma Mater. Of this amazing celebration and tradition. First is please join us for lemonade and desserts in the Rosenthal Atrium to celebrate this class of 2024. And second, as we process out, the faculty goes first, and they're going to head right on out into the field because we clap out our seniors, now graduates, as a tradition. So